be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi Rone Bigebi. He said,
a young Igbo man who lived in Maiduguri, Borno State, came to my office crying, so desperate, ready actually to commit suicide. Why? His two hotels and his father's hotel, which he inherited, were bulldozed same day, and all his properties seized, including his cars. He told me there was no offense he committed, but they were accused of selling beer in Maiduguri. I thought that was bad, and I tried to reach the governor a number of times. I couldn't. Then, about 2 weeks ago, he rushed to my office and said that Shetima was in town, and Shetima can help him get fair deal from the incumbent governor, the current governor. That all this is my going with him to Shetima and begging Shetima to help, to intervene to rescue his life. I agreed, of course. In fact, I didn't take 5 minutes. I jumped into the car and we drove to Shetima's house. I was well received. And then we discussed, and Shetima was very fantastic, making promises that even if the governor doesn't do everything, he will do some by himself. Shetima. We had a very good discussion about it. And that was the only reason why I went. I couldn't have gone for any politics because, politicians can blind themselves to realities. But the reality is that ticket of Tinubu and Shetima is going nowhere. It cannot. Without being political or biased.
It's a gathering of leaders from the Southeast region led by the President General of Ohanese Ndigbo, Professor George Obiozor, who is making his first official public appearance since his country home was attacked by gunmen weeks ago. Also present for this meeting to chart a course for Ndigbos here at the banquet hall of the Imo State Government House is the governor of the state, Hope Uzodimma, traditional rulers, politicians, and others. Top on the agenda is the 2023 presidency, the release of the proscribed IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, insecurity in the zone, and one after the other, the leaders express their views.
Everyone knows that if there is anything Ndigbo craves, it is for one of their own to become the president of Nigeria. We have both material and human resource to lead the country.
Those of you in the People's Democratic Party who cite no more zoning don't expect votes from the region you did not zone the presidency to. You said it was there before, and you're now saying something different. Please, don't expect our votes. And to the All Progressives Congress, which has zoned the party's chairman position to the north, let the president come from the south.
Except you show signs that you are serious, it will not come to you. Nobody can dash you power. You take it. And we must show that sign. And this is the time for us to show that sign.
I wish that for anybody
makes an appeal to all
who changes his principles
besides other requests.
Depending on whom he is dealing. That is not a man who can lead a nation. For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
Governor Zodima believes that it is time for Nigeria to consider the clarion call of Ndigbo to ensure equity and fairness.
It is now obvious from every indication that Ndigbo have also cried enough about their marginalization. It should also be clear to the political class that the time has come again for them to wipe out this another historical tears that has befallen Ndigbo as a group.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
Ndigbo says steps have been taken to ensure that Ndigbos are more united than ever before to forge a united front to enable them achieve their desire in the next election cycle. It's a gathering of leaders from the Southeast region led by the President General of Ohanese Ndigbo, Professor George Obiozor, who is making his first official public appearance since his country home was attacked by gunmen weeks ago. Also present for this meeting to chart a course for Ndigbos here at the banquet hall of the Imo State Government House is the Governor of the state, Hope Uzodimma, traditional rulers, politicians and others. Top on the agenda is the 2023 presidency, the release of the proscribed IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, insecurity in the zone, and one after the other, the leaders express their views.
Everyone knows that if there is anything Ndigbo craves, it is for one of their own to become the president of Nigeria. We have both material and human resource to lead the country.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
Those of you in the People's Democratic Party who cite no more zoning don't expect votes from the region you did not zone the presidency to. You said it was there before, and you're now saying something different. Please, don't.
For anybody who changes principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
And expect our votes. And to the All Progressives Congress, which has zoned the party's chairman position to the north, let the president come from the south.
Except you show signs that you are serious, it will not come to you. Nobody can dash you power. You take it. And we must show you that sign. And this is the time for us to show that sign.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
Professor Obiozor makes an appeal to all political parties ahead of the next election, besides other requests.
I call on all political parties in the country to zone the presidency to the southeast. I appeal to Mr. President to consider the release of Nnamdi Kanu and the other young Igbos in detention in different places.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
That it it is time for Nigeria to consider the clarion call of Ndigbo to ensure equity and fairness.
It is now obvious from every indication that Ndigbo have also cried enough about their marginalization. It should also be clear to the political class that the time has come again for them to wipe out this another historical tears that has befallen Ndigbo as a group.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
The leadership of Ohanes Ndigbo says steps have been taken to ensure that Ndigbos are more united than ever before to forge a united front to enable them achieve their desire in the next election cycle.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see, the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology, it's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an Igbo man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. The Bible said, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God. Please, every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of gun, bombs, and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because it's going to be the last resultant solution at the end. But when you are asking, when the king comes down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out, and there is peace in the land.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Prophet of every crossover. Sometimes it's difficult for the real prophets to prophesy. But albeit, I'm just going to drop a few prophecy for today, and then I'm going to throw more light as God lead me before the whole January is over. The agitation for Biafra will wax very strong, and it will go very, very strong. And we need to pray strongly, because it will take a dimension that is going to provoke the government of the day to begin to hunt the agitators. And the government of the day need to be very careful so that they will not cause an expensive massacre that is going to dent the image of the day, of the government of the day. The agitation will go stronger, and it's going to influence a lot of chances of the people, the eastern part of this country. So nobody should look at the Biafra movement and look down on it at all. Like I keep shouting from the beginning, that dialogue is very important. There's no gun and weapon and force that can slow such ideology, except maturity is applied for dialogue. The leader of the Biafra should be very careful. There are people around him that will become traitors. I see somebody receiving huge amount of money in order to end the life of this young man by poison. I'm saying this thing, saw it clearly. See somebody in the inner cycle, because the movement will grow big, and the only way, can't talk more than this. See some people walking and say, okay, if we can't trap this, let's remove the head. Like I said, it's a spirit that needs to be dialogued
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
It is not enough that we are complaining that the economy of the Igbo land is collapsing because of sit at home. Hello? You may not know the impact of this sit at home issue. It is so painful to any business person. Also, ndị ụlọ oyibo na-achọghị ije ọrụ ka ọ dịrị mma n'ahụ. Ori na-agụta ọkụ, ha ma nje ọrụ akwụkwọ ha salary. But for people who have businesses, so we have to lift our hands because the secret of that sit at home is the releasing of Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi is free today, sit at home will stop today. So lift your hand. We pray for prisoners, and one of us is imprisoned. And because of his importance, even the government could not stop sit at home. Has said, go to work, go to work. Yet they are in their houses. And if they are about to move, they will use about 20 security vehicles around themselves. So we shall lift our hands to pray. For over 3 years now, this is the year Igbo people have farmed. Listen, for over 3 years now, this is the best year Igbo people had farmed. We are thanking our young men who helped to clear the farms from herdsmen disturbances. God will bless you. You may not know what it means. In Abogugu last time, one farmer was killed and the whole body butchered and was brought between Ozala and Abogugu. The body packed there. Now, our farms, by the grace of God, are freed from herdsmen destruction. One of our priests last year, all his farms just messed up. He was crying. This year, he started laughing. So I am thanking our young men. I am blessing the Igbo youths. It shall be well with you. Amen. So I wenere Chukwu aka enu. Taa Good Friday mgbasi nwere onwe. Isa anyị na-ekpe ekpere maka nwere onwe nke nwanne anyị Nnamdi. Owere onwe tata sit at home akwụsata. Owere onye kwutere na okwu batara ya na mba. Mụ abụ onye izi bịabụrụ ịbịa ka mba. Simon Ekpa wee pịa m ya. Pịa m ya sị na a ga-apịaba mana gọta. N'ọkwa ugwu ka a na-akwanyere m mmechikwa ọnụ zere ha na sit at home. I went home and meditated on that. It's painful. But it is now a responsibility upon us to pray out. That's our brother. So I went in the Chukwa Indonesia. Ọkwansan rudewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ udewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ udewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Ị nụrụ udewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Udewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ udewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ udewa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ udewa na-agba n'ọsọ.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the program today. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM in Biafra land. Live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1, Channel 2. Live and direct on Enter Biafra iOS and Android live streaming app. Live and direct on Twitter, Twitch, and of course on Enter Biafra YouTube. Live and direct on IPOB Autopilot media platforms all over the world. A special program today as we continue to push for Biafra freedom come 2023, as we continue to push for no election in Biafra land, as we continue to make sure we do not validate Nigeria again. Never again in our life will Biafra people validate Nigeria. I want you to understand that a lot is happening. Our elders are changing their mouth. They are changing their stand. Like we all told you that before November this year, you are going to see Peter be running and hiding his head in shame. And then the supporters will shamelessly start shouting Biafra. So before November this year, you are going to see how they are going to be in shame. We continue to say it that those who have come to Biafra, who come to Biafra land to kill us, they will all live in shame. You will see when they come, you will never see when they go. We are also making it clear that this time around, Biafra will not fight in Biafra land. We are not going to defend and fight a defensive game. This war will be fought in Nigeria. This time around, the war, if we are fighting, which they are already declared, will be fought in Nigeria. We are not going to fight Biafra war again in Biafra land. The war will be fought in Nigeria. I want you to understand that the revolution of Obadiama Lafayette, of the blessed memory, have already started happening. And those who want Nigeria to eat their head, Nigeria will eat their head. Those who want Nigeria to happen to them, Nigeria will happen to them. I want to specifically thank Biafrans today for another groundbreaking compliance on this sit-at-home today. The sit-at-home today recorded 120% compliance in the entire Biafra. Tomorrow, we are looking at seeing some of the territory that are yet to hit to this particular sit-at-home to see compliance in River State, Delta State, part of Bayelsa and all that. We want to start seeing it. So those of you who see yourself as Biafrans in this state, we want to see you start sitting at home in preparation to what is to come. Before we go into today's program and exposition what we have to do, the reason why we are here is to have an interactive section in preparation for tomorrow. I want you to understand that tomorrow, according to the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, the name of Barrister Ejiofor, announced that our leader will be, the case of our leader, the appeal for the remaining 7 count charges will be heard tomorrow. I want to inform Biafrans, it does not matter whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court or not. It does not matter whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is appearing in court or not. Any day, Barrister Ejiofor announces to us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case will be heard, we are going to declare it at home. Any day we hear that the case of our leader is to be heard, that day we are going to declare it at home. It doesn't matter. So for some who may say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not coming to court tomorrow, it doesn't matter. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to court, Biafra goes to court. So we are going to make sure that we give Nigeria water. It is part of the water. Any day there is any hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, we are going to lock Biafra land. It's going to be under lock and key. From today, whether the case is to amend something, whether the only reason we are not going to sit at home is that we are not aware of it. We are not aware. The water against the Nigeria state have started. So Only when we don't hear about it, we will not declare it at all. Any day we hear, even if the court is about hearing application, even if the court is about, so long as it is about the court of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and anything Biafra, that day will be water day, sit at home. And for those who are trying everything possible to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, destroy his legacy, we have defeated all of you. We have defeated all of you. But I have this message in case if some of you have forgotten.
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they'll never have peace. Today they are worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100, no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know. Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went...
Thought they are doing what we all swear to do, which is to restore Biafra, watch each other's back. They sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Till today, nobody has come to say, this is what happened to him, that is what didn't happen to him, and all that.
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they'll never have peace. Today they are worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and don't understand what it means. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100, no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know.
I hope that message will assimilate very well into your system. They swore oath to do certain things, which is to restore Biafra. And in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they begin to connive with each other. They connive against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was when he traveled to Nigeria. This time around, they sold him in Kenya. They sold him. And then they begin to sack people who are very loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were sacking them. All of us were by the side, observing the impunity, observing the sacrilege against Biafra movement. We were by the corner watching them. They begin to attack everybody. Those that they could not sack, they unleash their illiterate on them. People like me. They did everything. Anybody that is from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is gone. The same thing today. The same thing today. And what you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that what you don't know is bigger than you? Now, let us now go and listen to some gossips. Very, very important. We'll do some gossip today. You know, today is a different program. We want to listen to some gossips. One moment. After that, they made consultations. They consulted all manner of native doctors. They told them, if you do not stop Simon Ekpa, you people have embarked on fruitless journey. Selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be useless to you people. You have to bring Simon Ekpa down. Bah! Bagam! And the native doctor didn't tell them who Simon Ekpa is. So, Bagam, they start the attack. They put all manner of juju in their mouth. They try all manner of intimidation. It did not work. Because the native doctor didn't tell them the truth. The native doctor should have told them, do not go there. So they started, giddy, 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 all manner of things they said against Simon Ekpa. Today, we have chased them out of the movement. And they are collecting water. Let us listen.
With your voice, you about 40 years. About 40 years. We have also. You meet up with standard. Career men own is enough for once. Someone is working with and knowing you are knowing. Start up. Upon the mother, they have. Can you hear me? Put nonsense in here. I want no, see at home, up with better ever. Now, these 2 days is at home, you're spending money. I am affordable to pay for the night in Abuja. And the government in Nigeria, I am happy, and a lot of people are here. Now, court. Court to now, the current card, that is one. Two, only here before you share, we are all going to hide the business on Facebook. So network. I see the work. In the I make a point. At the beginning, that's command. I fight no. If the one on our phone, I force to sit at home, see deal with the church. Government in ARS, and I in the government, I can when I wouldn't think about it. Mutataini now, then, when I sit at home, can be on. Can you know? Unukupazie no mboso na onye ndu ye court. Sit at home yard. Opposite no ye court forget here basa.
Right. Some people say that the audio is cracking, so we are starting afresh.
He says, when you listen to us, with your voice, you about 40 years. Only you 40 years. Being they have proven that you can be abroad, you must meet up with the standard of level. Career men own I Jacono reason for once. Somebody put ever so Simon is working with Nigeria, knowing or knowing. I can see that upon the mother, Corona, what they have. Career men, you put nonsense in Asia. Simon, very man. Now, no, see, not sit at home, or going better ever. Now, these 2 days sit at home, you're making money. Now, I am afford to pay for 3 nights. Now, Abuja. And the government in Nigeria, I are happy, man, and I love. Cotton, not the current card, each and all, not the Kariam about. That is one. 2, only the idea before you share, we are all government ID business, the Facebook, social network. I need to feed the world. In the I make a point. At the beginning, when sit at home and Azobia, I fight the I am a Chineke as no. If the poor on Afuna enforce sit at home, see deal with the church. Government may arrest and hire in the government. I can wouldn't think more about it. Mutachini now open, when I sit at home can be on. Can you know no car? Unukwazeno, no, was so upon our new year, Jacob. Just sit at home yard. Almost no Jacob, so forget the Basali sit at home. Olukwano Jacob to sit at home, more than most Monday sit at home. Tuesday, I go Jacob. Why would you put stupid enough? No, I control the mess with them. Social media, media warrior honorable. Go to Monday, my head, Monday, my head. Go to Monday, Monday, my head. All sorts against Simon. Go warrior here. All these things are at one they share forwarded. Also, Simon, where warrior. Or against autopilot, where warrior go. Unana warrior against Nigeria state. Unana warrior against what? Now the kind of colonial support of one Nigeria. They keep one Nigeria, then you will die before Biafra. Why can't you warrior against the enemies of the land? Can you hear the foolish? Mr. The question because you never never bring my own worker. And who was in a broadcast and now no in a voice. Now I'm going to money the argument. Your men and I wear a picture car. Yan a million about the name. No, we hear the name and so on. All those nonsense. In a we are more than naked, but I'm not so that we believe by another. Why can't you reason for once? Only I football can this stupid no Marco to a gas. And then you think that no way did.
All right. You know, I want all of you to listen very, very attentively because we are going to listen to another audio. Very important.
I want to comment on this audio. I don't know who be this now. Who made this audio? Whoever when they talk here, so make the person know say myself when they talk so. I'm a member of DOS at that time. I'm a member of DOS. So make this person be careful the way in they talk, because I know how they ganged up against Simon Ekpa in DOS. I know how they fabricated this issue about, he refused to sign. That's just an excuse. They ganged up against him. Chinansa Woru Ofoma, where they Australia. Chika Edoziem, Tony Zurumike, There is one other one. They know they talk about too much. In name, not they, they show up too much, but very arrogant, very rude, very nasty. All of them ganged up against Simon Ekpa on DOS platform. I'm the only one who stood up, didn't support what they were doing. They didn't want Simon Ekpa to go on that to go on that radio.
After the
so they ganged up, they fabricated what they come up with impossible. That's part of the reason, because I not agree with what they were doing. That's part of the reason why they blocked me. Even Chinansa was calling me a traitor.
Okay.
And that's when they lied on me, say me at the current information, go give Simon Ekpa, which is, I have never spoken to Simon Ekpa one-on-one.
Which is true.
One-on-one. Even they did not want me to go on his Simon Ekpa's program.
It shocked them.
They were saying that, oh, leader, if I go on Simon Ekpa's program, leader go they wonder why me, a member of DOS, I go Simon Ekpa program. But leader said, listen to Simon Ekpa, share his video. He's taking this movement to a new dimension.
Now, that is where the problem started.
But in DOS, it was a war. It was a war. Only God knows. It was a war. Yes.
Inside them.
A big war. So for this person to come here and say, oh, Simon Ekpa refused to sign, and the leaders' lawyers, then they come on. They were trying to regulate Simon Ekpa.
Yes.
They were trying to create an impossible.
So we can join in betraying
a rule for Simon Ekpa to abide by. And I commend Simon Ekpa for taking a stand with this bunch of gangs, idiots. Idiots, I call them.
I have not seen anything
Till today, I call this DOS, Department of Saboteurs.
Okay, and this is today's voice.
Now what for their body? When they know say I not agree with what they do, now they can't remove me from the platform and blocked me from their meeting.
Still, it didn't stop anything.
So I congratulate Simon Ekpa for taking a stand. And today, as I talk here, I raise my hand for Simon Ekpa. Because if it is not for him, these bastards, I call them, idiots, I call them, lunatics, I call them, they don't understand what freedom is. Even when you there for the meetings, the way that they talk, you go say they don't know what freedom fighting is. They don't. Bunch of gullible, idiotic sabo. So make this person be careful, making all they run him out, because me where they talk, so I am DOS at that time.
Yes. Aroma.
And I know how they ganged up against Simon Ekpa. I know all that went down. So make the person be careful.
They don't know.
Talk.
They don't know.
A woo, like Igbo people go put down. A woo goat. Bear, now then be.
Bear. Everywhere is collecting it water. Nigeria is collecting it water. Those who betray Mazinam Dekano, collecting it water. Those who are against Biafra, collecting it water. And our water have not even started. Our water have not started. Now, listen to Iwanyangu.
They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition.
Okay, we need to refresh.
There is no need speaking about.
Our water have not started, and result is already coming. Anybody that calling me whenever I am programmed, I will block you.
They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need speaking about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want a kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places. They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need speaking about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want a kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places.
Can we hear you shout, water, water to the enemies? Can we hear you shout, water, water to Nigeria? Can you hear you shout, water, water to those who say they will never support Biafra to be free from the British enslavement? We have not started, and it is water, water, left and right. Iwanyanwu, everybody is confessing. Today, Iwanyanwu have just come to realize that Fulani wanted to take over Nigeria. Today, Iwanyanwu is reading for the very first time something in the Sun newspaper. For the very first time in the history of fighting for Biafra, in the history of telling Iwanyanwu and the elders of Ndigbo and the elders of Biafra that Fulani are coming. For the very first time, Iwanyanwu didn't read it until this last Saturday. Listen.
They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need speaking about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want a kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places.
I want you all to understand that we have not started. The Fulani have not even, started the main war against our people from the intels we have. They have not started. They have not started. We need to make sure that this broadcast is not experiencing shout again, water, water to the enemies. Shout again, water, water to the Nigeria terrorist state. Shout again, water, water to those who say they want to conduct election in Biafra territory. Water, water to INEC. Water, water to the Nigeria-sponsored terrorists, both those in uniform and those in mufti. Water, water to those who have come to kill us in Biafra land. It is the code. Water, water is the code. This water, water will continue till Biafra is restored, redeclared, as the case may be. The code is water, water. We are going to listen to Iwanyamu again. This particular thing is disturbing, but it will not stop us from playing it again. We are going to play it for at least the next 2-3 minutes. Water, water to the enemy of Biafra. Water, water to Nigeria state. Water, water to the Nigeria sponsoring terrorists against Biafra. Water, water to those who say over their dead body, Biafra will come. Water, water to them who say election will take place next year in Biafra land. Water, water to them. Like you all know, today is a special program, completely different. Completely different. We are having some challenges with this system, but believe me, it has nothing to do with network. Our network is good and very good, only the system, and I think there is some update. I have to bring Iwanyamu again to the screen. Very important.
Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need making a mistake about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, the land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want a kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places. They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need making a mistake about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, the land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want a kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places.
All right. I want everybody to listen. We are going to have a twist. You know that before we have made a program exposition on Iwanyamu when he came to do pra against IPOB. We came and we made exposition on him. And then he went underground. He disappeared. He never spoke again. Some of you can remember that time. So we are going to have a twist. The twist we are going to have from today, the 12th day of September 2022 is that if anybody comes to speak the truth, if anybody comes to identify and admit the danger that our people has been exposed to, the danger of the Fulani invasion in our land, if any elder, be you who, that come openly to speak truth, from that moment, you will be in the book, in the good book of Biafra agitators. It is a new twist. All the politicians that have sabotaged this movement, people like Iwanyanwu, we just listen to now, all of them, they never believe the Fulani. They never believe the narrative of the Fulanization of Nigeria. So from today, from these sellout elders that come to speak truth, like Iwanyanwu did today, we are going to put him in our good book. So today, Iwanyanwu, Chief, I will address him as Chief. Chief Iwanyanwu has entered the good book of Biafra agitators today. And any day he goes back to the sheet, we are going to remove his name. We are going to show them that we love them. The only problem we have with them is the sellout, the greed, jealousy, the envy, the corruption, the criminality, and all that. So we are going to use Iwanyanwu to set example. Iwanyanwu from today, the 12th day of September 2022, has entered the good book of Biafra agitators. Not even agitators. We are no longer agitators, or I would say the Biafra liberation movement. So I want you to cut this video. Cut it. And tell Iwanyanwu that from today, he has entered the good book of Biafra movement. Because he have just said, even though it is not the complete truth, because there are more that we're expecting from the elders. From today, Iwanyanwu is now in the good book of Biafra. And if he goes tomorrow and says something else, we will remove his name without informing him. So cut this video and let it get to Iwanyanwu. Tell Iwanyanwu that we recognize him as Chief Iwanyanwu today. And today Simon Ekpa is urging every Biafran to recognize Chief Iwanyanwu as our elder from today. And this recognition from the youth and the new generation of Biafra start from today. The effect start from today. And when he goes back to, because we know that Nigeria is not going to allow him, Fulani will come after him. Tell him that if he stand his ground, those who stand with his people stand with majority. So we are going to use Iwanyanwu to give example. No matter how bad, we know Iwanyanwu is a bad man. If he repent today, that is why we are not God. We know he's a bad man. According to, even have condemned him. So any day he goes back to it is not Fulani again, we are going to remove his name in our good book without him knowing. Somebody say we should, Simon, you should stop because tomorrow Fulani will use him to supercharge against us. No, 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 no. We have been doing that for a very long time. We have been doing that, right? Did this stop them from being used to supercharge? We have been doing that. We have been ignoring them when they make good statement. We have ignored them severally for many times and a long time. We have decided that we are not going to talk because we are not sure. We are not sure of whether the person will change. No, 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 no. We are giving our word clearly and openly. It is no longer hide and seek game. If you do good, especially for the interest of your people, we will publicly acknowledge you. And we will also ask Biafrans to respect you as an elder. So Iwanyanwu has finally earned the respect of the Biafra people from today until he goes back. If he wants them to use him, they will remove his name. It is going to be like that from now. So that these elders will understand that our anger against them is because they are not representing us as elders. They will know that we do not have anything, any hatred, anything against them. But because they have not represented the people that they claim to be leading. So we are going to show them that we are different. We are going to show them that this generation of Biafra, we are civilized and we are different people. Believe me, all of you should obey this, and we are going to recognize Iwanyanwu as one of our elders from today. And if he comes out tomorrow and says something else, we will take his name out of our good book. As simple as that. So now we have officially notified Iwanyanwu that he has entered our good book from today, the 12th day of September. And any day you see something happening to Iwanyanwu, protect him. Anywhere you hear kepu kepu that some people are planning against Iwanyanwu, make it open. Let us go after them. Whether it is the Imo governor, whether it is the politician, whether it is anybody in Biafra land, whether it is Fulani, any day you hear that somebody is planning against Iwanyanwu, our M branch and everything, your eyes should be on the ground. Anywhere you hear kepu kepu about Iwanyanwu, bring it to the table and let us swing into action.
They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need making a mistake about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, the land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want the kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places. They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need making a mistake about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own. He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, the land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want the kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places. They are spreading around the country. They have attacked Enugu. Make no mistake about it. The people have an ambition. There is no need making a mistake about, because I read an article on Saturday in Sun, a press statement by the elders president. I mean, he said clearly what they planned. He says that our land is their own.
He didn't deny it. It's a press conference recorded. In Igbo land, land is owned by people. We don't accept that. And then the matter is serious. But I want a kidnapping group. Many places are not, can't go many places.
Now, some of you, somebody asks, how do we know if he changes? You don't need to ask that question. If he changes, you are going to know. If he changes, he has been speaking. Have you not been watching Iwanyamu? He has been speaking. He has been speaking against us. He has been speaking. He has never spoke like this. Never. He has never identified and acknowledged the fact that the Fulani is coming to take over our land. He has never. This is the first time. So if he changed, we are going to know. And I don't believe that, with what is going on in Biafra movement, he is going to change. If he change, we will remove his name in our good book. As simple as that. Because it is going to be very hard for you to enter the good book of the Biafra liberation movement. Iwanyanwu is the first person to be pronounced his name in the good book of Biafra liberation movement on this 12th day of September 2022. We are getting there. And the respect must be given to him. The respect must be accorded to Iwanyanwu from today, so that other people will learn from how we are going to stand by him in the time for trouble. You know, one thing is that the way we will be protecting them, they will never. Of course, Abaribe own is different. Why are you talking about Abaribe? Abaribe his case is not. Abaribe own is different. We are talking about people who have been against this particular Biafra movement, and those who have never acknowledged the fact that Fulani were actually they are coming to kill our people. So you don't need to mention Abaribe. Abaribe's own is different. Abaribe is our brother and our representative, and he has been there for us for a very long time. So, but Iwanyanwu is somebody that everybody knows. They never speak the truth. So we are going to use him to set example of how to treat those who have repented. Even if you repent small like this, even if you come and repent small, we will grab you and shower you with love. And the day you are going to go out, we will come with our venom. That is the way we are going to be doing it now. Because we don't have time. This is Ogenagwagu, the dying minute. Area, dying minute. We are in the dying minute of this market. So the market is closing. Some people will be lucky to be accepted into this good book of the Biafra liberation movement. Iwanyanwu will have passed that test today. Now let us go to the next video, which is not, I don't know that the video is recent, but at least you are going to hear our lawyer, Ezekome, lamenting about the of Nigeria.
Than illegitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion and violence, as we are saying now. And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details. There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of us? Than illegitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion and violence, as we are saying now. And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. is not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details. There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of us?
Than illegitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion and violence, as we are saying now.
And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details. There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of us?
Than illegitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion and violence, as we are saying now.
And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details. There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of us?
Than illegitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion.
All right, you just all listen to that. That is our lawyer is Zekome, and we go to the second part of this video, so that some of you will understand what is going on, and you know, you speak the truth. You are on our side. Let us go there.
There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon, hibernation, and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of ourselves, self-implosion, self-immolation? Can't you see that tottering, we are wobbly, we are groggy? Can't you see that we are falling? We are falling up. Can't you see that we needed, as yesterday, to do something urgent to save Nigeria from the precipice, from breaking up into smithereens? Can't you see that the house is collapsing, that the edifice is collapsing? Can't everybody see it? Even if you are blind, can't you feel it? Even if you are blind and you can't feel it, are you numb?
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into, started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them. They'll never have peace. Today they're worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. You know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100, no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Right. Our declaration some time ago is still in force. Our declaration is still in force. Tomorrow is again another lockdown in Biafra land as Biafra goes to court. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeal will be heard tomorrow, and for that reason, we are sitting at home again. The sit at home is not because Buhari is going to Southeast. No, we are not wasting our resources on inconsequential journey. We don't embark on stupid civil disobedience. Our civil disobedience tomorrow is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, which is Biafra case, is to be heard in the Court of Appeal tomorrow. It has nothing to do with Buhari going to East. We don't care. If he like, he can come and live in the East. We are not going to embark on sit at home as a result of Buhari coming to East. No. We don't waste our resources. We don't waste our energy. Our eyes is on the ball. We are going to sit at home for Biafra and for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not for Buhari. Buhari is nobody. I don't want to be using nobody because, you know, the criminals are always using that on me. So I don't want to be using nobody. Buhari, we are not going to, the man they call Buhari, or the dead one in the Aso Rock, the man who paraded himself, he can come to live in the East or in Biafra land for all we care. But we have our eyes on the ball. You know, sometimes when I hear these criminals, the last time when the man came to Imo State, they say, Biafra, sit at home. Of course, nobody is going to waste time sitting at home for Buhari is coming. No, we don't do that. So our sit at home is targeted at the restoration of Biafra and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know when to declare sit at home. We know when. So we are going to open our line and, of course, to, you know, come with some comment. And this particular telephone calls will last for the next 20-something minutes. And we are going to end this program at exactly 2 hours. So we're going to receive calls today. So for that reason, the line is open. And those of you who has been calling me while I'm on program, I have blocked all of you. If you call me when I'm live, I will block you. And if you didn't know that I'm live, then you need to learn how to call when you have to check whether Simon Ekpa is live before you start calling. And when you call somebody busy the call, you continue to call, it means you are going to be blocked. Because you cannot be calling somebody when the person is busy the call, you are calling, you will collect block. So if I blocked you, I am sorry that you disobeyed that particular rule. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here. There we go.
What's the name? Tiwana, you know. You see, what happened to the man today? Have you watched National Geographic before? I hope you used to watch National Geographic. You know, what happened to him? You know, when anytime you make it a minimum key, so they don't have so if you are watching National Geographic, is fighting hyena, or where group of dogs want to eat hyena, or where hyena is fighting, you find out that hyena is always trying to cover his upper course with his tail, and he will sit on his upper course. Why are you paying
attention to blockers of hyena in the
anytime lion try to bite the hyena in his upper course, hyena will open his mouth, even the one is the time will get the boss of hyena.
My question is, why are you paying attention to the blockers of hyena? Is there
I'm telling you what happened to this man. Fulani have bite him in his upper course. And that is why he was now shouting like this. You know, he said it before that the government will cry, they will shout and come back.
Yes.
Fulani have hold him and catch him in his upper course. That is why he sounds like this.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, but you people should cut this video and let the video get to him that he is now in the book of the Biafra Liberation Movement. Very important, so that other people can learn from him. Right, we have Autopilot Cambodia. Those of you that are in Cambodia, if you are in Cambodia and you want to be part of the Autopilot group, here is the WhatsApp. You can join them. And those that we have not announced, please, if you know that we have not announced your country, please send the number immediately so that it will be announced today. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Okay. Thank you, man.
Ndewo. Go ahead with your comment, please.
Okay. I have a question.
Go ahead with your question, please.
Okay. Listen to me, please. How far is Biafra government in exile have gone by talking to other nations like those that have Biafra in heart, such as Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, Tanzania, for food and medication come 2023? That's my first
Biafra government in exile will be coming to address Biafrans, but we have already embarked on a very fruitful journey concerning that aspect of it. So on our own, we are already doing something. But of course, Biafra government in exile, they are going to address Biafra very soon. Something is still being worked out.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So my second question is this: when Biafra come, because someone asked such question the other day, but you didn't specify in area you want to get involved in the government of Biafra. Is it an advice? Is it in a contesting?
There is nothing that you cannot specify anything, because you cannot come now and know what is going to happen tomorrow. You get involved based on what is available and what is attainable and where you can get involved in. So there is you cannot specify where you want to get involved. Is that you want everything to work, so you can do whatever you think you can do and play your part and your role in making Biafra and the Biafra dream a reality. So you cannot say this is where you are going to work and this is what you are going to do. But whatever you can offer to make the Biafra dream a reality, you come on board and show what you got. As simple as that.
Okay. My last comment is this country I am so much many of the ministers and even the person here, they always help with food and everything. during coronavirus, you also deliver food to many countries free. You help people who are in need. Even in Ukraine today, you already send food. So, and secondly, I want to send my email. I already fashioned an email concerning my own interest in the Biafran government. So, and I don't know the email. Please just display the email on the screen.
We have shared those information on those who want to get involved in this is not directly as Biafra government in exile, but it is about the Biafra governmental department, the early. Yes. So the email is info@ipobinUSA.org.
Okay, thank you.
You can send it there. All right.
Okay, thank you.
And then I am putting it on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right. And then we continue. I want to inform everybody that here is the flyer for our emergency fundraising. The emergency fundraising on the 17th of September 2022 by 7 p.m. Biafran time. We are having emergency fundraising for ESN. So put this date down and do not miss it. Everybody, we want to see more people, to be part of this as we get close to, to what we are doing. So you have to come to support Eastern Security Network. You see that everybody is crying now. Now they know what is going on. So you must come, invite your friends, invite those lovers of freedom to be part of this emergency fundraising. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. All right. And so we are looking at those, we are waiting for those whom we have not mentioned their country, the autopilot, their country to, I think UK autopilot number is here. So let us bring it to the screen for those of you in the United Kingdom. For those of you in the United Kingdom, here is the autopilot United Kingdom. You can join them by contacting this number. The number on the screen, here we go. So if you want to be part of the autopilot United Kingdom, you contact the number on the screen. Welcome to the program. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm calling from the Zulu country, Nigeria. My name is Kamsa Chubu.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, I want to make a suggestion. During jingles before the program, when playing Biafra National Anthem, please, I'm suggesting that you will make a write-up on it so that those that don't know the music, the national anthem of Biafra can easily read and know that word by word, and they can easily sing along when you are playing it. I think it will be better for us to play it as we are preparing for Biafra Nation Day. We used to sing our national anthem fluently.
All right, that's a good suggestion, and I believe people in the department of our media, or they are listening to you, so they can go to work and do that. Thank you very much. Good idea.
Thank you. That is all for now.
All right, thank you. All right. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mr. Simon. How you doing?
I'm very fine, and you?
I'm all right. All right. I have a question, just one question. Is it that you give an explanation or just a yes or no?
Go ahead.
When Biafra comes, allow
we are going to a very strict immigration rules. And for you to enter Biafra, you must meet the requirement set out by the. So knowing what we have gone through in Nigeria, if yourself in Biafra territory, it means that you have undergone a very immigration rules that will not allow anything to jeopardize our national security and the interest of the Biafra people. And that is what I have to tell you. That we are going to, you know, we have, like today, for example, most of the countries give different immigration rules to certain country of interest. So we may have to design exactly the same thing with Israel. The Israel have different immigration policy, which is completely different from every other nation. So we may be looking at similar thing. Our own may even be more strict. But just to tell you that we are not going to discriminate. We are not going to ban people from entering Biafra, but we are going to adopt a very different immigration policy.
All right. Thank you very much for your explanation.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the program. Hello.
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 Listen, I have two questions. No, the one is one comment. There is something happened a few weeks ago. I've been 2 weeks ago. I was kind of a dream. I was in a
I don't want to hear dream.
It's a funny something. It's not a dream about prophecy. No.
Okay.
Just listen.
All right.
I was in a mission with a friend of mine who is in the struggle too. So after that, I was coming somewhere. I saw kind of coming to the field. I saw a lot of people coming out from the field. Henchmen, heavy tall men coming. So I came down there. It's like after the football, people sat down, drink, talk before they go home. So when I came there, I noticed some guy. People around him was all heavy henchmen. So I was looking around. I kind of noticed that guy. He wrote his name at his back, and with a red and black something. So I was looking at him. So immediately he found out I'm trying to. He's a celebrity. Immediately he found out I noticed him. I know him. He tried to cover that. He tried to cover the name. So you know what they wrote at the name?
No.
ESL. And it was you. So he tried to cover it. I said, no, it's you. I know you, you're somebody ever. Everybody there, henchmen start laughing. Everybody clapping his hands. So I don't know what that is. It was a very funny something. So what I want to ask is, one day I gave a friend of mine. Whenever you have program, I sent him a link to watch you. A few months ago. So that was the day you talk about electricity. He tried to watch you. And he made you walk because the guy said gen. He said generator. So I told him I was trying to bring him into the struggle. So that day was the day he watched you. And they found out you talk about generator, the light is gonna come, blah blah blah. And he was very, very angry. He was very, very angry because he said generator. He said, I'm coming to spoil his business. Emmanuel, that's the day you talk about electricity. Emmanuel Mark, I've been suffering for a long time to bring this guy. I managed to bring him that day. Another day, Emmanuel, I don't know why. That day you choose that day to talk about generator. So what are we going to do about them?
You see, that is the point. I want you to understand that anybody that is not supporting Biafra today think that he has something he or she is gaining in Nigeria. I want you to tell him, cut this particular video what I'm about to say now, and give to him. Yes. Tell him that his generation or generator business is not secured in Nigeria. Yeah. Tell him that generator business, he can wake up tomorrow and everything he has labored for his entire life will vanish, and the government will not rescue him. Tell him that by the time such thing happen, that he will go down to square one. We're not praying that it happened, but I'm just telling you it has happened to people, even that will go to church and praise God like no other person. Their business has gone down and destroyed by the Nigeria state, either through their policy or through their agent. Once that happens, you can never recover again. What we are going to do in Biafra is that every business in Biafra will be secured. He don't necessarily have to go into generator business. But there are many businesses that will be secured. So if he goes down, insurance will come to help him. If he goes down, the Biafra government will look after him and make him to stand back again in the business. That is what we are going to do in Biafra. In Nigeria, it is not like that. All these people you see today that are shouting Nigeria, Nigeria because of they have hotels. Any day the hotel will go down, nobody is going to come for them to rescue them. Their business is gone. The same thing to airline. You know that even the airline now is one of the biggest business in Nigeria. They are not insured by Nigeria Insurance. No insurance in Nigeria can insure the airlines operating in Nigeria. In Biafra, we are going to have world-class insurance that will give your life a meaning. So what is generator? What is generator business? Any day, Fulani get angry, impound his container in Papa Wharf. That is the end. He will go and start borrowing money. I am telling you the fact, and it has happened to thousands and thousands of Biafrans. So, what are we talking about?
Block cloud their eyes.
So
you don't blame them because
I know
they have been in bondage for how many years?
Yes. So the business, your business in Nigeria is not secured. You can sleep today as a rich man and wake up as a poor man the next day.
Oh yeah, it happens.
So why would you want to live in such life? You better support Biafra, where we are going to plan your future and your future of your unborn children. The government plan your future. We want to bring the Western system of life to Biafra.
Yes.
That is what we want to do.
Yes.
So that if you as you are living your life, you will wake up tomorrow and your life is insured by a national insurance scheme. That is what we want to do. Guaranteed. And nobody today in Nigeria is guaranteed of anything. You can be something today, you wake up tomorrow, you are nobody again. The same thing is happening. Yes. So even your life, you can imagine this Ifanyoba. If he's an ordinary person, he's gone. And nobody will do anything.
Yes.
Those people that were killed in his convoy, they are gone. That is Nigeria for you. You just hear noise. Oh, 1 day, 2 days. Nobody talks about them. Is that the kind of country you want to continue to live? Or is it because he is not one of the convoy, one of the escorts in the convoy, or one of the victims? Those people that died in that attack, they will never believe that they're going to die yesterday. That is Nigeria for you.
Yes.
Your life is not guaranteed.
Yes.
The government cannot protect you. Yes. Nothing can protect you. You are your own security in Nigeria. With all the security that Ifanyoba or who carry, did it stop the Nigeria from happening to him?
Yes.
So the person should check this. If somebody like that, with all the armored cars, and with all the tie rubber and all these things, can be attacked like that, who is he?
Yes.
So Nigeria is not a place.
Nigeria has happened to them. Their head and their mind has been clouded. For how many years? You don't blame them for how many years in prison. It's not easy to get out of there. It's by his talking and trying to bring them out. It's not easy.
So
if you are still in zoo, you will be thinking like that.
Tell him to learn from what happened to others. Like everything I have said now have happened to others. And they see it happening every day. In Lagos, those people that invested millions and millions of naira, they demolish their shop. There is no insurance. Nobody compensate them. So even the place where he is selling his generator today, he can wake up tomorrow, they will demolish it. Because even if he buy it with his money. As an Igbo man in Nigeria, he is not safe and secured. His business is as stupid and rubbish as anything, useless as anything. So the people that are complaining about demolishing their shop in Lagos today, they are also in the same line. Some of them are selling generator there.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Nigeria has reached them in the phone.
Exactly. Oh, but I know. Thank you very much. All right, Mazi, you're welcome. There we go. Hello. Where is Okonkwo? Okonkwo. All right, you look at autopilot Norway. Autopilot Norway. Hello. Ndewo, you're welcome. Mazi Okonkwo, ndewo. Ndewo.
Biko enwere ihe ntụbatara ya bụ autopilot Netherlands achọ m ka igosi ndị mmadụ atọmera fonu nke anyị ji na-akpọ gị. Then ka igosi ha otu aka anyị chọrọ ka anyị si wee I want us to do that banner like that. Every IPOB autopilot in the whole world. They should design it properly as Mazi Owoma has designed the one for autopilot Netherlands. Then it will be easy for us to identify all of them. I can show them how it is. How we made it, and they can now bring it to our media team. Then we'll put them all of them in the file.
Can you send it to the number that I'm calling you with now?
Okay, I will do that now. Okay, sir.
All right. All right. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, greeting to you, sir.
You're welcome to the program.
Mazi speaking. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I want to say something about my observation about Ohaneze. Ohaneze led Obiozo Ohaneze and his predecessor, John Nyanwodo. And this thing is something that has been eating up my mind for a long time, and I want to say it so that we can take action. You remember when we killed our Igbo, more than 100 plus Biafran women were abducted by Nigerian military and left for 4 months from barrack to barrack. It was our leader, Mazina Nekano, after they were released, spent 24 million naira to rehabilitate them, and one of them, her womb, was removed through surgery because of the raping. Okay? And John Nyanwo, they went to Kwasha. He did not to Elbigo to see what happened. He went there and began to sing to Wike Kiage so Mone Jeje Mola Lala Wike Kiage so. As if that was not enough. George Obi went and give those army awards. So what I'm saying is this: George Obi led Ohaneze is being used to change who we are. Obiozo is begging. We don't beg for what is our right. And George Obiozo goes to UK Ambassador High Commission to kneel down for women. All these things are to change deliberately. They are being used to change who we are. It's annoying me. Our progenitors does not beg for what is theirs. They are not cowards, and we are not cowards. Okay? We need to take action against Obiozo and his Ohaneze. They need to be disbanded. They are not representing us. We are the Oha. They are the Eze. Without Oha, there will be no Eze. Okay? If he represents us, he must prove himself the way our ancestors has been our land. They can't just be doing it now, thinking they're representing us. They are insulting our ancestors. I'm not happy about it. We must do something about that.
Thank you.
Our people in Benue, they're in Kogi, they're in African country, they're in Cuba, they're in Haiti. They do not go there to bring them together. At least for we to have one festival we do together annually to bring our people together. They don't do that. They're only being used by immigrants to change who we are. They're not different from Ibagu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And if you look at the screen, you are going to see the sample of the logo that Mazi Okonkwo just talked about. I think this is good. IPOB Autopilot. Netherlands sample has the flag, has my picture and the picture of Onyendu here. And then, so this is looking good. And then the Biafra flag as well. So the other countries can adopt this. And another thing is that it depends whether they know how to do this. So Mazi Okonkwo, what you people should do, because all the countries are sending you their number. So what the media team should do is that the media team that designed this particular logo should make it available to all the countries that have contacted you with their number. So when they contact you with their number, you just edit this particular thing, put the flag of that country and send it to them, and they can make it their logo on their WhatsApp. I think that is the best way, because if you tell them to start making the logo by themselves, it's going to be the same thing with what you did. So what you have to do is the media person that have that design, that have this particular design, have can edit it. Is very easy. Once the number comes to you, you edit it, put the flag of the country, put the name of the country, forward it back to the WhatsApp number, and they are going to make it their profile picture. I think that is the best way to do it, instead of them going to recreate and creating the logo again. Creating logo is not easy, I believe. Some people don't even know how to do it. I don't know how to create logo as such. So I think that is the best thing to do. So take your time, the media team, once those numbers that have come to you, and any country that is creating WhatsApp group can also request from the media team their logo. So just tell the name of your country, contact the media team, give them the name of your country, and they will create the logo, and then they will send it to you. I think that is the best thing to do. Thank you. You're welcome to the program. Hello, our time is gone, but we are going to take your call. Welcome to the program.
Okay,
Ndewo, good evening.
Okay, so people actually this people I hope you get last time because of the GP this thing, email. I'm not trying on my phone. So and then I'm trying from my brother's phone.
Which of the email?
The new one.
It is available. Continue to it. How can you? You are the only one complaining. You have to make sure that you put the right email in the right address. info@ipobusa.org.
Okay, because even I sent it to Madam Azoka. I capture it and send to her.
It is on this. So, I don't understand what the thing is on the screen here. info@ipobusa.org. Send it there, it will go.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'll keep on trying.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, where are the numbers? I don't know how many UK number do we have now, because there are many numbers coming for UK. There are many numbers coming for UK. We need to sort this out. This is UK. Of course, we have the UK number, which ends in 69. There is another London number. Autopilot. Autopilot London. We have this Autopilot London. So are they having different numbers in the United Kingdom? Are the Autopilot in the UK having different numbers? If that is what it is, please, I should be briefed. There is two number here, one the UK and then second London. So we need to sort this out if that is what is going on. All right, so we're gonna go round again to announce these numbers and those that that their number have not been announced. Cape Verde, right? Autopilot Cape Verde. Here we go. Autopilot Cape Verde. If you are in Cape Verde, you can contact the number on the screen to be part of the Autopilot Cape Verde. The Autopilot Cape Verde. Do we have other Autopilot that has not been announced? Another number for UK is also showing. I do not know Autopilot UK. Autopilot UK have now different numbers. So which one we need to have well unified and coordinated. UK London 248. It is the same thing. UK London. This, where is the London again? 548. So we need to, please, United Kingdom have to work something out. Those of you in UK have to work something out. I have received about 3 different numbers now and sorted out. Okay, this one is London, sorted out. 4A, sorted out with who? Sorted out with who? No, not on the live program. We need to sort this out later on. 548 has been announced, and then we have this 248. So we need to sort this out, this London number 548. Okay, so 548 I have, yes. The 12548 I have, yes, it is on the screen already. So, all right, this United Kingdom also, we have to sort it out. If there are so many numbers that should be announced, we are going to announce it later on. Now, let us focus on other countries that have not announced their number. Please, if we have not announced the number of your country, please reach out to the media team. Reach out to media team so that your country will be added to the numbers we are displaying. So let us go now from the from this Cape Verde. If you are in Cape Verde, you can contact this number to be part of the Autopilot in Cape Verde. If you are in London, you contact this number, Autopilot London, to be part of the Autopilot WhatsApp. If you are in the United States, you contact the numbers that is on the display. For the US Autopilot, contact, I think because US even have different numbers, so London, United Kingdom can also be the same. If you are in Autopilot Norway, those of you in Norway, the number is on the screen. Those of you Autopilot, United Kingdom. It's on the screen. Welcome to the program.
Hey, Master Simon. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Amaka Baby talking. Please, I know you are already rounding up, but there's something that I wanted to bring to your notice, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Because of what you just said about the UK number, different number calling, sending their number. You know, before Mazi was abducted, kidnapped, he told us to leave WhatsApp and go to Signal, if you remember.
Yes.
Because people were infiltrating the WhatsApp number. The reason why I'm saying this is because I exited the US number. I left their WhatsApp group. There's something that happened, and we've been asking questions online, and the people, the admins, don't want to answer any question. We are in the US, but we have more than 17 numbers from Nigeria in US number. And then you know, people are asking, who are these people? Who are these people? We need to know who are in this number. If you don't live in US, you're not supposed to be on that group.
Yes.
Every country has their own group. And if Nigerian people are going to be in US number, in US group, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm risking my life to put myself out there, and then you don't know who is who. The reason why I keep asking, who is this? Who are these people? And a lot of people were asking, and nobody's answering our question. Okay, listen, what happened is that there was a guy that joined the group with a made-up number from the internet. And he started asking, are we having a live group? Are we doing a Zoom meeting? So, and then nobody was answering him. All of a sudden, he put in, he need help. He ran away from his home because his parents will not help him because of what he's doing for Biafra. He need a grocery. He need help. So, and he's using, Georgia number. So I type in there, because nobody responded, I type in there and I said, go to the DFACS, which is Women and Children Services, so they can help you. And he started cutting me out. He started using all kind of manner. Even Dr. Ngozi asked him, but she's trying to help you. And then people started saying, check him out, check him out. He started cutting it, blasting Ngozi too. All of a sudden, they deleted his number. This person, whoever the person was, has a Georgia number, and that's why I referred him to get help. So when, these are the kind of people that we have in this group. And since then, a lot of Nigerian numbers are calling me, threatening me for no reason. So I keep asking, who are this number with Nigerian number? The admin is not, I called Madam Azuka so many times, left her voice message. She didn't return my call. I private chat Ngozi to tell her, nobody's answering questions. So we are creating all these platforms here and there. We are creating all these platforms here and there. We don't want to go back to what we left.
Yes.
People make money with IPOB. Okay?
I agree with you.
All these people are taking their numbers, saying their WhatsApp group. We need to go to Signal. That's what Onyendu ordered us to do.
Yes.
And I still stand that we need to go back to Signal because we don't know who is monitoring us.
Yes, I agree.
We don't know who is monitoring us.
I agree with you.
I'm not happy with the whole thing. If you look at now, I'll just draw back for some time. I don't come out anymore.
I agree with you. Can I speak now? Can I speak now? Can I speak now, please? You've led your complaint. I agree with you, and so yes, the signal is still there. So I believe that all the people that have all the countries that have created, the reason why we are mentioning WhatsApp is because WhatsApp is the one that is everybody know and easy to pronounce. So it is not necessarily WhatsApp, So I suggest that we go back to the way Onyendu have instructed it, which is the Signal. So those people that are bringing these numbers now to, for autopilot in the different countries, I am moving the motion that from tonight we will begin to create the Signal account for this autopilot. It is going to be secured and more stress-free, and it is what our leader have instructed us to do in the past. Those who want to be part of Signal, part of WhatsApp for whatever reason, can also go ahead and be part of WhatsApp. But let the general and the main group of all the numbers we have announced so far be on Signal from today. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So everybody from any country you are, from tonight, you will migrate everybody to Signal. And you can still retain the WhatsApp group if you want, because a lot of people want to be in WhatsApp. So, but every country that will have announced their number so far have to also migrate whoever that is in the group already to Signal. Very, very important. Very, very important. It is not to say, that is not to say you should close the WhatsApp. You don't need to close the WhatsApp because some people want to be there. So, but migrate everybody to Signal. Everybody to Signal. Very important. And if you don't know how Signal works, download Signal, contact any of your friends and download the Signal, and you have to be there. The Signal, you can have your meeting and it is secured. You can have a video calls or something like that. It's more secured as well. So everybody should migrate the group to Signal. So we are, when we are announcing your number, we are assumed that you have created Signal from tomorrow. Thank you very much. So we are going to continue to call the numbers. The IPOB Autopilots Cambodia, the number is on the screen. The IPOB Switzerland, numbers is on the screen. Autopilot Benin Republic, numbers is on the screen. Morocco, numbers is on the screen. Australia, number is on the screen. Padova, Italy, number is on the screen. And then, of course, yes, we have restricted anybody from collecting money from any group. Well, that has been restricted from the one, and they know about it. Autopilot Israel on the screen. I don't know Israel. Blessing, if you are watching me, please let me know if your number have changed from Israel. Autopilot Indonesia on the screen. The Autopilot Island, Madam Ifi, is on the screen. The Autopilot Ivory Coast is on the screen. The Autopilot Mauritania is on the screen. The Autopilot Ghana is on the screen. The Autopilot Indonesia is on the screen. The Autopilot Germany is on the screen. The Autopilot Netherlands is on the screen. The Autopilot South Korea is on the screen. The Autopilot Paris is on the screen. The Autopilot Gabon is on the screen. The Autopilot South Africa is on the screen. The Autopilot India is on the screen. There are so many countries that I have not been able to update their number. So those of them that have sent actually their number, we have not updated it. Please, you have to resend it again. Maybe when I am live tomorrow, because this always, I can always do this whenever I am live. And for a few days now, I have not been able to update this number. So tomorrow we are going to update it again. Remember that on the 17th is the emergency fundraising, ESN emergency fundraising. This coming Saturday, 17th of September 2022 by 7 p.m. Biafra time. Emergency fundraising for ESN. Always remember to be there. May God bless you. May God bless Mazinam Dikano. May God bless Sunday Iboho. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless our Omada and their husband. May God bless our ESN. May God bless all of you that are supporting this movement. May God bless Oduduwa, Biafra. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless you that is supporting this movement. May God bless those that are repenting today. May God bless all of you. As we continue to push for no election and Biafra liberation by 2023 is our target. May God crown our effort and make Biafra come next year. From here, from me, is good evening.
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they'll never have peace. Today they are worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100, no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know. Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they will never have peace. Today they are worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100, no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria.